She called 911 the second I walked away from the HOA screaming that I was a danger, non-compliant, and threatening the neighborhood. She wanted power, attention, and control. She thought dialing 911 would force me back under her rules. But she had no idea the officer responding was my son. When the patrol car rolled up and he stepped out in full uniform, her smile collapsed, her voice cracked, and every lie she'd built her authority on crumbled in seconds. She wanted me arrested, but she was about to be the one cuffed. She stormed across my driveway, waving her phone like it was some kind of badge, shouting into the call that I was refusing HOA directives, and creating a disturbance simply by resigning. That was her biggest fear, losing control of someone she never controlled in the first place. She wasn't making a report, she was staging a performance, convinced the system would bend in her favor like it always had. I didn't say a word. I just watched her spiral deeper into her imaginary authority because I knew exactly who was pulling up to that call, and she wasn't ready for the truth. The patrol car stopped. She pointed at me dramatically, demanding the officer take immediate action. But when the driver's side door opened and my son stepped out, her entire world flipped. Her jaw dropped, her hands froze mid-gesture. She whispered his name like it was a nightmare. He didn't entertain her theatrics. He walked straight to me, listened, assessed, and took note of every lie she'd poured into that call. She tried to interrupt, but he shut her down with one firm, professional command. He knew her history: years of complaints, harassment, bogus citations, petty fines, and all the little power games she played on neighbors who never fought back. This time, she picked the wrong family. When he told her, "Ma'am, making a false 911 report is a criminal offense," her eyes went wide. She tried to talk her way out, blaming me, blaming confusion, blaming HOA protocol, anything to escape accountability. But my son didn't flinch. He'd dealt with people like her before. She wasn't special. Then came the moment she never imagined. Turn around, hands behind your back. Her scream echoed down the street. She insisted it was unfair, that she was doing her duty, that the HOA gave her authority. None of it mattered. She was finally facing consequences she thought she'd never have to meet. Neighbors stepped out, watching in disbelief as the woman who policed everyone else's lives now sat in handcuffs on my driveway. Phones recorded. Whispers spread. The HOA's strongest enforcer had just collapsed under the weight of her own lies. And as she sat in the back of that patrol car, shaking, furious, scrambling for excuses that no longer worked, reality hit her harder than the cuffs ever could. The man she tried to destroy with a fake 911 call was protected by the one person who knew the truth about her and had the authority to finally stop her. She tried to weaponize the system. She forgot the system works both ways.